I want to say a little bit about Dad coaching me because this is a little bit of a funny story about to this. But so one thing he was always huge on is respect,
Hmm.
and I think I learned a lot of that from Dad, just playing him
Yeah.
coaching me with baseball.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of weird how this all worked out. But like, if everybody knows the word, like if you're being like overly obnoxious about how good your performance is, you would say you're being cocky, right? Like I don't do people even
Yeah.
say that anymore nowadays?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
sure
Like
they
is that
do.
a common
Yeah,
word
sure
still?
they do.
I don't even know because I don't hear it too often. But back then it was, and this was like in the
90s.
early '90s, I
Yeah,
would say,
90s,
somewhere
yeah.
around there,
Yeah.
late '80s, early '90s. And so my dad had this thing with our team that you could be cocky, but you have to be kind cocky. And if you notice as you're being cocky, then he would have a problem with you. And you could probably figure out what cocky means. It just means like you're going over the
You're
top.
too much.
Like
Yeah.
you're talking too
Smart
much, you're
aleck,
yelling too
smart
much about how
aleck,
good
yeah.
you are or whatever,
Yes, yes, yes.
If you were kind cocky, you were just more respectful about how good your team was or how good you were,
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that
So
up.
it was just anyone that's ever been coached by my dad probably knows this,
Yeah.
how he was with that.
And you know what? I love to watch Dad coach. He was so passionate about
I was
it.
gonna say that too. He was very like aggressive and loud on the field all the time,
Yeah.
but also
He was always encouraging.
always loud.
very encouraging, nice,
Yeah.
respectful. Everyone just knew that was part of him.
He was well loved with all the kids that he coached too. So
If anyone knew my husband back in high school, he played baseball. He was a catcher, very loud, so all the team could hear him.
Hmm.
He was never yelling at anyone. And then after he was done with high school, he played ball as well for different teams around the area. And then as our kids got older, he started to coach them. So he knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, and I just loved watching the coach. He was just so full of passion and love for the
Yeah,
game.
those lessons you learn and just they carry you with you your whole life.
He had so much love for the game.
All right, so we're gonna talk a little bit about what you should do if your kid is showing disinterest in whatever sport it is that
Or
you want them to
activity.
be doing or activity. Yeah.
Or what do you do when your child wants to quit?
Yeah.